Good morning. I am going to be making a sourdough loaf using unfed sourdough starter. I have done this before. It's a post that went viral on my TikTok. A lot of you said that this is called an unloaf, so that's what I'll be doing, is an unloaf loaf. I fed my starter last night. Because it's been super cold in my house lately, I thought that feeding last night would allow me to find it a little bit higher and fully peaked and ready to go in the morning. Obviously not. It went ahead, it peaked. I slept all the way through it and now it dropped back down to the bottom. But I don't really care. This is not gonna stop me. I'm still gonna make a loaf. So here we go. We are gonna do 100 grams of unfed starter, 340 grams of water, that's 332, who cares, and 500 grams of bread flour. I'm going to be using my mixer today because I think I have carpal tunnel and my wrists are like really hurting. My hands are really hurting lately. And so I think I overdid it mixing sourdough by hand and my Danish whisk. So here's to using your KitchenAid mixer to do the work for you. I will also be adding the salt after it rests for 30 minutes. Just to let you guys know, I give this a really good mix so that it's fully incorporated and I'm not left with little chunks of dried up flour, okay? You don't want to put your mixer any higher than 2. Leave it on 2, because if you go higher than that and you're trying to do like slap and folds using your mixer, which I've done before, you can really burn the motor out. So don't do that. Mix it for at least 3 to 4 minutes. That's how I do it. You save yourself time and you don't end up with carpal tunnel like me. This is what it looks like. You can see there is no pockets of flour. Everything has been really well incorporated. It's one big happy family. I'm going to get my bench scraper. I'm gonna wet it and then I'm gonna clean up the edges of my bowl. I can't express to you how important it is to do this. All of these little bits and pieces actually get in the way of your dough once it starts to ferment and rise. And when you're trying to test it out and remove it from the edge of the bowl to see if it's ready, it's clinging on to all these little pieces that turn into literal concrete. So don't be a crusty asshole. Clean up your bowl. I'm gonna cover it up, let it sit for 30 minutes, and then I'm going to add a hefty teaspoon of salt, or 10 to 12 grams. 30 minutes. All right, so I'm not gonna show you all the stretch and folds. I'm gonna do 3 stretch and folds with 30 minutes in between. I have 2 left, I just did 1. And then I'm gonna let it sit. It's 10 a.m. So this is the good thing about not having to wait for your starter to peak. I started early and I am pretty sure that by 7 p.m. it should be ready to bake. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it ferment after my stretch and folds, shape it and bake it. Or I might do it overnight and just bake it tomorrow. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, I will post a part 2 video once it's fermented, shaping it, and then baking it, okay?